I have had a few people ask what's in my lambing kit. So this is our vet utility room out in the new barn. So I'll give you a quick tour. Tags, tagger, tag marker, extra spray paint, tail rings. Those are our RFID tags. There's a lamb resuscitator in here, which I found out was cracked, and I've never had much luck with it anyway. Vet wrap and stuff to fix broken legs, that kind of thing. Extra syringes. Old kitchen cupboards are fantastic. This is the medicine cupboard. So Sharps container, that's a vitamin probiotic paste, prolapse harnesses, spoons. I hate spoons, and I gotta do a video for you guys on how to do a prolapse harness. Someone asked me about that. And things for sick sheep. Dextrose for cold lambs. Potassium, I forget what that was for, but it's always there. Needles, 2 different sizes. I have bigger needles up here. I find those helpful sometimes for doing epidurals on sheep. I have, what else is up here? Oh, I've got S needles if I need to stitch anyone. So that's umbilical cord, tape, string stuff, in case anyone needs to get stitched, get prolapsed, just some scissors, scalpels, mint udder cream if someone gets mastitis. I have lamb adoption spray, which usually doesn't get used or doesn't work. Baycox in case we think a really young one has cocci. Again, I'm not sure if I would promote that product. It has a lot more to do with management. Coccidiosis. Some drugs. Dexamethasone for lambs who seem a little raspy or need a quick little boost right at birth. It sometimes helps clear up their lungs. This can also induce lambing. Resflor anti-inflammatory antibiotic. I do that for young lambs who I think have pneumonia. Thiamine to treat polio. Selenium, this is kind of a kitchen sink thing. I don't treat baby lambs. I don't inject selenium. We get enough in the feed because we have TMR. Lidocaine if I'm doing an epidural, if I need to deal with a uterine prolapse. Therocalcium, milk fever, that kind of thing. Xanal, just another option for antibiotics. Borgal, antibiotic. Medicam, the best pain meds there are. So hard birth, that kind of thing. This is Spectromast. The other version is special formula for intramammary mastitis treatment. Different sizes of syringes. I think that's it there. And down here, big jugs of iodine tincture to spray navels. Lube. Glycol, I get that from my brother. He's a dairy farmer, so I just get it out of his giant jug. Anti-gas. Beer bottles also work good for drenching sheep because they can't chew them. Mineral oil for kind of constipation. This is Oxamin. I've used that if they're bloated too as a backup. And extra sprayers and stuff for iodine. We always have colostrum on hand, and up here I just tape the mixing instructions. I gotta update the one. So mixing instructions for colostrum and for milk replacer, a variety of bottles, jugs, whisk, containers to strip sheep out if they need to be milked. And then this is how we warm our bottles too. We just fill up our jug with hot water. These are my favorite. These nipples, they fit on standard pop bottles, that kind of thing. Tube, bottle for tubing. My auto dosers. There's some bleach to clean things good. Soap. Again, more bottles. This is another tuber. That's kind of a gravity-fed one. I don't like that one as much. Extra bottles, extra tubes. What else do I have on my counter? That's the charger for the battery for the hot docker. So this works fairly well on most lambs. If they have big tails, it's a bit tricky, and I maybe switch to the elastics. I do have a bricks reader, so drop of milk goes on here, and you can check colostrum quality. I should do it more. It's just kind of sitting there looking pretty right now. Gloves, 2 different sizes, and lube. Ladies, if you can get a hold of women's or small sized OB gloves, they are amazing, especially if you really need to help when it makes things a lot easier. Let's see. Hypothermic and cold lamb treatment, euthanization, location, that kind of stuff. This is my little bin that I take with me to the claiming pens for tagging. So my notes, I should really do better on entering it right into my phone, into my program. Red spray paint, if it's a cull, so that always comes with me. I use the crayons to mark lambs, so I don't spray paint numbers on sheep. I figure if I am letting a ewe and her lambs out of her jug, I don't need to pay attention to her. Once in a while, I do pen checks and walk around and make sure everyone's full, but I don't spray paint numbers. But the crayon I use to mark my groups. So the first group gets no marks. Second group gets green on the bum. Third group maybe gets blue on the shoulder, that kind of thing. So just so we know which pen they belong into. A scale, everybody gets weighed at birth. Elastic applicator. I used the fabric bag to weigh lambs. I gotta make a little stand thing that goes on the gate. Tags, extra pens, tagger. What else we have? Towels for hands and soap. It's always nice to be able to wash your hands out here and clean everything up properly. Keep it out in the barn. Another prolapse harness. That's a lamb puller thingy. I've never actually been able to get it to work right. This is the one with like the little flimsy string on it, and I think maybe that's why. We have a mini fridge out here, so that keeps vaccines cold and the penicillin. This is the ultrasound thingy that I got, the second-hand one. So we're going to try that one out again soon. I keep a little lunch bag out here for carrying vaccines over to the other barn. I just toss a ice pack in there to keep them cold, especially if it's summer. This should have a better spot. So this is over here. This is the captive bolt gun for euthanizing any animals that need euthanizing. Bag of milk replacer, extra buckets, heater, garbage to keep everything clean. I started making a lamb warming box. I still got to finish it and figure out how to put a heater in there better, maybe on a timer or a thermostat, and put holes in the lid. But that's just a pig grate that I cut to fit so that the air can flow around them. So yeah, there's the vet room. So any questions, ask. What are some of your favorite things to have that I don't, that I should maybe get?